You are tuned into Smackdown with just 10 days to go to the Royal Rumble in Madison Square Garden. Tonight we're in the hotbed of Chicago at the Allstate Arena for what's bound to be a raucous crowd and a hell of a show. On the way for you tonight we'll have the pairing of The Big Show and The Rock, who lock horns with Triple H and X-Pac. Big Show's been known to walk out on tag partners. Add to that he's never been on good terms with The Rock. And how about Monday on Raw when Big Show and Rock brawled through the crowd? Pitting these two together was no doubt a calculated decision by the McMahon Helmsley era, who tonight will look to make it up to the new Age Outlaws, as there'll be 2 handicap matches versus each member of the Acolytes, as the Outlaws take on Bradshaw as well as Faarooq 2-on-1 in separate encounters. Since Raw went down, it has been revealed on WWF.com that Triple H's WWF title defense at the Royal Rumble vs Mankind will now be a street fight, which, given the literal bad blood between each man has seen during the end of Raw, there was no way these two could be contained in a traditional match. Imagine the things these will do to one another in an anything goes New York City street fight.
1, 2, is this on? Yo, Jimmy, hit me with that Triple H.
Monday, Mick Foley, I beat you in the center of this ring, 1, 2, 3, and I left you laying in a puddle of your own blood. Now, Mick Foley, at the Rumble in New York City, what you experience Monday is gonna just be a small taste of what you will receive at the Rumble. Mick Foley, your blood will stain New York City. I promise you that. And I will beat you worse than you have ever been beaten in your entire life.
My butt last Monday on Raw.
Mankind,
and I'm sorry that you're probably the greatest wrestler I've ever seen, watched, or thought about my entire life.
This is disgraceful.
And I'd just like to apologize, Triple H, because every time I see you, it just makes me feel more pathetic.
Are you convinced now?
You're the most pathetic person I have ever met in my life.
Sure, it's him.
You know something? I've been pathetic for my whole life, especially over the last couple of weeks, and to tell you what, I'm kind of getting to like it. Triple H, that is enough.
We saw a vicious side of Mick Foley Monday night after being driven through the table by Triple H.
Is this what you get off on? Making fun of me? How much more do you want from me? First, you take away my job. Then you bring this idiot out there and you take away my dignity. Then Monday night, in what should have been the greatest night of my life, when I was reinstated on Raw is War, you take me and you ruin my shirt.
What?
And you ruin my face. And I'll be honest, when I stepped into that shower and I let the cold water run down on my head, and I looked down at the blood as it swirled around that shower drain, I started thinking a little bit about what Mankind was. Mankind is one tough SOB. And Mankind is one hell of a fighter. So it saddens me to say that after the beating you gave me on Monday night, one thing Mankind is not is ready to face you in a street fight at the Royal Rumble in Madison Square Garden. But I think the WWF fans deserve a substitute in that match.
Substitute? He's chickening out.
What I'm going to do, Triple H, is I'm going to name him right now. As a matter of fact, I think you know the guy.
No.
And I think you know him pretty damn well. His name is Cactus Jack. And his first official act as part of the WWF is to kick your teeth all over the city of Chicago.
Cactus Jack is back. He's a dangerous human being. Cactus Jack after Triple H. And here we go. Cactus Jack hammering away on the WWF champion. Get out of there, Gabe. Mick Foley is more vicious, more dangerous than ever, King. Cactus Jack, that unbelievable thing is only. And there's that Mick Foley mankind. Cactus Jack. Wait a minute. Cactus Jack. That's dangerous, Michael. Yeah, Triple H is very dangerous. High table.
To the doghouse, where you know those new age outlaws always like to kick that shiznit doggy style with all your mamas.
What?
Let's see if we can't make a little noise up in this blood.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D-Generation X proudly brings to you its WWF Tag Team Champions of the World, the Road Dogg Jesse James, the badass Billy Gunn, those new Age Outlaws. And of course, if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Handicap match underway. The Outlaws don't have to tag in or out. This has also been made no DQ, and if Faarooq interferes, the Acolytes will lose their shot at the tag titles come the Royal Rumble. Same goes for Bradshaw if he interferes in Faarooq's handicap match with Gunn and Dog after this bout. Fall away slam. Bradshaw dominating so far. Took Gunn out of the ring immediately now, isolating Road Dogg. Big Boot will rearrange some teeth. Not looking good for the DOGG, who already lost to the Acolytes in a handicap match himself. Powerbomb, and that's got to do it. Bradshaw could be about to defeat 2 men here. But Gunn sliding in, making the save. 2-on-1 situation once more. And there's that no DQ factor coming into play. Low blow. And now, famous credit to Bradshaw. He had this one, but defeating the Outlaws 2-on-1, there's no way. Outlaws pin Bradshaw ahead of the Rumble. Ahead of tonight's tag team main event, we're going to get a word with one of the teams up first, the Big Show. Big Show, what are your thoughts going into the tag team main event tonight?
Let's talk about my partner for tonight, The Rock. You know, last Monday on Raw, when all of us are standing around the ring supporting Rock because he's our spokesperson, he's talking about himself and how he's going to win the Royal Rumble, and he calls everybody a bunch of jabronis. Well, I took that personal. I'm not a jabroni. And as far as Rock winning the Royal Rumble, you know, I think he's putting the wagon before the horse. Because I'm 7'2", 500 pounds. There is no way Rocky is going to throw me over the top rope. It's going to be the other way around. I'm going to grab Rocky and I'm going to throw him into the 7th row. But hey, let's talk about tonight. Tonight, I'm a professional. So tonight, I'm The Rock's partner. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be The Rock's partner.
I guess that explains why you saw fit to interfere in the main event of Raw in order to go after The Rock. But Show, you've walked out on numerous tag team matches dating back a few months. How are we so sure you won't walk out again tonight, especially given what's gone down with you and your partner for this evening? Will you two really be able to work as a team?
I don't like The Rock.
We're back on Smackdown. Faarooq's handicap match versus the Outlaws yet to get underway as the Outlaws and the Acolytes have been brawling all through the commercial. Triple H and Stephanie booking tonight's matches to make it up to the Outlaws after the punishment they endured last Thursday. Road Dogg fleeing from Bradshaw. Faarooq's got the steps. The Acolytes could end up in trouble here, but they just want to beat up the Outlaws before the Rumble. The Posse are attacking Bradshaw, more payback for the brutal beatings the Acolytes have given them, or perhaps this was a setup from the Outlaws in the McMahon Helmsley era. You hear the bell, Faarooq and Gunn are in the ring. If Bradshaw interferes now, the tag title match of the Rumble is off, and the Posse have him down anyway though. There's a one-on-one due to the absence of the Road Dogg. Gunn setting up for this corner splash, but gets caught with a thrust spine buster. This is Faarooq's chance to win. Road Dogg getting a chair from the tech area, remember, no DQ, Dominator, but a chair shot straight to the skull. Faarooq was about to end this just like Bradshaw was earlier with another Outlaw to the rescue. Outlaws going to make it 2 for 2 versus the Acolytes tonight thanks to the low blow, the Posse and a chair shot. Our tag team main event is a heartbeat away. Let's get a word with The Rock. Rock, your thoughts after the Big Show's earlier comments, and how will you two fare together against Triple H and X-Pac coming up next?
The Rock says at Royal Rumble, the Big Show, he's a worthy opponent. The Big Show, former WWF champion. But there's something that the Big Show is not, and he will never be, and that is the people's champion. Tonight, in Chicago, The Rock says Triple H X-Pac, he's an equal opportunist. Triple H, you get the back of The Rock's hand. X-Pac, you get the front. So The Rock can lay it, the smack it down on your candy asses. If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Monday night we bring you Raw is War from Connecticut. The Big Boss Man has requested and been granted a shot at the hardcore title to face Test. Boss Man pinned the champion in a handicap match 2 weeks ago and thus now receives his shot at the gold. We'll have a big 6-man tag team match which will see 3 men who have fought back against the McMahon Helmsley era teaming up, which is Edge, Christian and Jeff Hardy. Matt Hardy still recovering from the attack at the hands of DX a couple of weeks ago, but is close to returning. Either way, he'll be cheering on said trio who face the Dudley Boys and Al Snow. Al has tried to be somewhat of an ally to the McMahon Helmsley era, but he failed to carry out Triple H and Stephanie's order to take down Jeff Hardy 2 weeks ago on Smackdown due to interference from Edge and Christian. Edge and Christian, who we know from Raw, are 2 men confirmed for the Royal Rumble match. Then this Sunday on Heat we'll have another 6-man tag match to bring to you as the once familiar pairing of D'Lo Brown, Mark Henry and The Godfather battle another group of superstars we've seen aligned together before, those being Viscera, Mideon and Gangrel. And even though the Nation and the Ministry are well gone, the issues between The Godfather and Viscera have been going on for a number of months now, and these other 4 superstars have been embroiled in the feud as well. Especially Sexual Chocolate Mark Henry, who's now been on both sides, but it'll all come to a head Sunday on Heat. We'll also see the Mean Street Posse vs Kaientai and Edge and Christian take on the Big Boss Man and Prince Albert. We've got more names confirmed for the Royal Rumble match. Edge and Christian already in, as we said. The Rock was the first one to throw his name in the hat, X-Pac declaring as well as the Big Show. Add to that now Kane, Rikishi, Fatu and the Intercontinental Champion Chris Jericho. It's shaping up to be quite the ensemble of superstars, and any one of them could go all the way and win it, going on to face the WWF Champion in the main event of WrestleMania. We're going to go now to the ring for our main event as the Big Show and The Rock wrestle Triple H and X-Pac. And we're off. Big Show making sure he started this match. As much as he dislikes The Rock, as he said, revenge on Triple H will be on Show's mind as well after the game screwed Show out of the WWF title and never granted him a rematch. Although if Big Show is to win the 30-man Royal Rumble in 10 nights, he will earn a WWF Championship match in the main event of WrestleMania, and it could be against Triple H or the game's opponent come the Rumble, the returning Cactus Jack. X-Pac rushes in but eats a boot. He's someone who'll be hoping to win the Rumble as well, but how will anyone eliminate the 7-foot, 500-pound Big Show? And if that happens to X-Pac in Madison Square Garden, he will be eliminated. Triple H swoops in with the knee. It was at the Survivor Series when Big Show pinned Triple H thanks to the help of Vince McMahon. Vince was beaten by Hunter at Armageddon after Stephanie McMahon's sledgehammer shot to her own father. Vince barely been seen since as the McMahon Helmsley era is in full swing. Rock wants into this match, but Show not budging. Massive heel toss. Show single-handedly manhandling the game. Oh, and that shot took The Rock off the apron as well as taking Triple H down. Show signaling for the choke slam. Rock obviously not happy with what appeared to be an inadvertent shot, but it's counted as a tag. X-Pac been tagged in as well. Triple H still wanting some, but he's going to be on the receiving end of a rock bottom. And out of here he goes. See ya later. But X-Pac takes advantage of the moment's respite. X-Factor, no. Countered into the spine buster. The Rock was dying to get into this match and is now unleashing the electricity in Chicago. as the fans on their feet, they want to see it. The Big Show in, and he stopped his own partner from hitting the People's Elbow. That surely would have been it. Match was near won, but we can't be surprised at the Big Show. Rivals at the Rumble partners tonight, but that's not going to stop a choke slam. X-Pac pins Show, walking out as expected. X-Pac and Triple H win it. Rock pulling Show out, forced the Giant's hand, and here's why Rock did his Show with a seemingly accidental punch, but it counted as a tag. Rock worked the rest of the match, and just when it was about to be closed out with a People's Elbow, Show puts a stop to it with a choke slam, which handed the win on a plate to X-Pac and Triple H. Rock still down, Show back in, and perhaps a taste of what could happen at the Garden. Are we looking at the winner of the Royal Rumble match?